Okay, so I got 2 arrows coming up here I want to test with the new bow, the PSC Omen I got, against the old bow, which is the APA Dangerous Game. And I have here, this is a Black Eagle Rampage, if you can see that. Black Eagle Rampage, 150 spine arrow. It's about 32 inches with the insert outsert, which is 52 grains. It's about another ½ inch, so it's about 32 and a half without the tip. And I do have a practice point here, and this is 150 grains on the outside with a insert that goes into it. It's like hollowed out, and that insert is steel. It's a 100 grain insert, so that's 250 grain point with a 52 grain insert outsert, which is about 300 grains up front. And it's loaded with quite a few brass weights, 75 grainers. And we are gonna finish loading this arrow up to the max. You know, the FOC won't be optimal, but what we wanna do is we wanna get as heavy as we can get. And then we're gonna compare that to the Black Eagle, my new arrows here, Black Eagle Carnivore. You can read that. And the reason why I wanted these is because they're a little bit bigger diameter. You can see that. It's hard to tell. The diameter is significantly, the inside diameter is significantly larger. There we go. Than the 150 spine, which is a small diameter 204. But you can see the wall is thicker. So this one will be able to put more weight in because the diameter is larger, which means the weights, for the same weight, you're gonna get a shorter weight, which means you can stack more in there in the shaft. This diameter, or this arrow though, diameter being smaller, you can't stack as many weights because they're skinnier to get the same weight, which means they'll be longer, and therefore you won't be able to stack as many because they're the same length, the same arrow length, both these shafts. But as you can see, the wall is quite a bit thicker. It's a 150 spine, so it probably will deal with the weight better than the Carnivore in my opinion, but we'll see. So we're gonna test. So we're gonna load up the Carnivore and we're gonna load up the Black Eagle Rampage. But first, let's finish off this Rampage here. 75 grain inserts, you can see, are a lot skinnier than the, I'll break one of these off. These are the Carnivore weights. You can tell the difference here. So we want heavy arrows. We definitely are on the heavy arrow bandwagon. So that's what we want. We want to do heavies. We want heavy. Because the power of the bow is not in the speed necessarily, but in the weight of the arrow. So there you go. 75 grains Black Eagle Rampage, 75 grains Carnivore. You can see you can load up quite a few more of the Carnivore because the inside diameter is bigger. So you're going to be able to get more weight out of it than the Rampage. And they're about the same as far as the outside diameter, just because the wall is so thick on the Rampage because it's a 150 spine. So you're not really getting any significant penetration based on arrow drag or sidewall drag, since the outside diameters are pretty much equivalent there. So we'll weigh up these inserts. So you can see here, 75 grains, 74 grains, you can see that. That's for the Rampage, and Carnivore, 76, they're roughly around the same. So here is our Carnivore loaded brass rod. I've connected all these together. We have 30 grains, 12 30 grains in the back, starting from here to the back. and then the rest are 75 grains. And we're going to load this in the front, and in the front I do have a 100 grain insert in the front there. So let's go ahead, and what we do is we load it in from the back. So thread it in front. We'll go all the way in. Ooh, that is tight, but it is going. And she is in. And definitely still some room there, so we're going to take our wrench, and push her down all the way like a musket. And see if we can screw her in there. Ooh, I think I feel it. Just make sure. Oh yeah. She is definitely in. Wow. Whoa, that is heavy. And actually the rods seem to stiffen it out a little bit more, honestly. Let's put the field point on. This is a 250 grain field point. 248. Stick this on here. Okay. Let's see how our front of center is. Still not too bad, honestly. Well, I mean, it's not the greatest. We're probably 10-15%. Not the greatest, not optimal, but we want heavy. We want heavy, especially for this test. We're going to conduct, put the knock in there. Okay. All right, let's get our total arrow weight. $2,850 grains. Wow. Let's try that one more time. 2,848. $2,850. All good. Sheesh. Sheesh. That is almost half a pound of arrow. And the sectional density of these arrows, you know, it's incredible. So half a pound, that diameter with that long a shaft, I mean, that's going to give you some tremendous penetration. Set that aside there. Now we're going to finish up this Black Eagle. She's weighing in at like 2150, I think, right now, but we can add some more weight in there. 24. Let's get some more weight in there. Down. We've got some 30 grains along with some 75s. Here's the 30s. Yep, Rampage and the Renegade. So just put these up real quick. By the way, I use Gorilla Glue on my inserts. The Gorilla Glue is phenomenal. I mean, you do have to be kind of quick. Get the base really well, slide it in, and it'll smear up to the top. And then you use an alcohol rag just to wipe off the tip, and you should be good to go. All right, let's see how much will come in here as far as this weight is concerned. Oh, man, I can't believe this. This is incredible. This is going to be so heavy. And we're loading this. The Carnivore, though, we did not load the entire shaft. So there's that. The Black Eagle Rampage will probably be the entire shaft of these weights. So we could get more weight out of the Carnivore, but I think we're going to max out here on the Rampage. Okay, let's stick this in here and see how far we can even go down. I can't remember how much it's loaded. Looks like that's the end. Let's see if we can. Might have to break these off here. Okay. Here we go for the big boy. You guys ready? Black Eagle Rampage weigh-in. Here we go. 2,652. Let's try it again. 2,644. Oh, it's getting lighter. That's not good. Right. Let's try it again. Oh, we're on the towel. 2660. Look at that. 2660. Jeez. Let's try our carnivore one more time. $28.52. Jeez. They're both pretty stiff. This is the carnivore. That having that weight in there really stiffens the arrow up, I think. Oh man, that's stiff. Black Eagle Rampage. Let's see where the FOC is on this one. Well, this one is like basically breaking even on the FOC, which I'm a little surprised because I mean it has the tip in there. I mean, if we're not measuring the tip as part of the FOC, then yeah, it's probably 10% FOC. Not much. The carnivore definitely is more FOC. It weighs more and it's got more FOC, so it's definitely gonna probably out penetrate that Rampage. So, all right, excited to test that. We're gonna test not only the penetration coming up, but also the speeds, the PSE Omen and the King Cobra Dangerous Game. The King Cobra Dangerous Game, or the APA Dangerous Game, is going to be set at 29-inch draw with a 5 1/4-inch brace height, which will give us about 23 3/4-inch power stroke. And then it's a 100-pound draw weight, so there is that advantage the Dangerous Game has over the PSE Omen. PSE Omen will be 80 pounds. It's actually coming a little light. It's only coming in 76 pounds, which I was kind of frustrated about. 76 pounds, but it has the draw length. Has the advantage of the draw length, not the draw weight. Draw length is 31 1/4, a little over 31. Brace height's about 5 1/4, so you're looking at a 26-inch power stroke on the PSE Omen. So we'll see which one is going to fire that faster. I'm thinking the DG will, but if the PSE was at 80 pounds, I would think they would be roughly about the same. So I'll be looking for that in the future.